hostile environment. These fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Bearcats will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So East Carolina's offense will get first crack at it here. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number 1.
Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Love. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Lacey. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the catch. It's Watkins. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense line stands on the result of the play. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage. And as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. Looking downfield on first down. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Entering play call, coach suggestions. There are
and the
6
Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Jones wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Marking at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. 1st and 10 from the 18. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the
There are
play.
6 categories.
The Bearcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He'll be brought down at the 12-yard line. Not enough for the first down. And let's see if they try to convert on 4th. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Bond. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right on the money. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Coach suggestions. There are 8
That is an
categories.
excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones
selected.
and delivering that ball on time.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, this offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They go to the ground. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5.
Double slant stick.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, it's Lacey. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch. You can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal.
There are 21 categories. You have 9 options.
We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter.
Entering play, post curl. Coach, skate, red off, arcade. Option, middle slant.
Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down. This is soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Big guy smells it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive and you got to make tackles.
Touchdown, East Carolina. Grab the a short
Entering
pass to
play
put the
call,
6 on
coach
the board.
suggestions. There are 8 categories.
One of the
You
areas
have
they really
15
focused on with this
options.
receiver in the
Have
offseason
selected.
was we need you to make more
Entering
plays
play
for us
call,
in
you
the
have
end
5
zone. When we're
options.
taking
Kickoff
shots,
left
we
is
need to be
selected.
able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page. And then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't find his man as he
Entering
took a
play call,
shot
coach
trying to deliver that
suggestions.
football,
There
and
are
it'll be
6
second down.
categories.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass. It's Jones. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a
Entering
big
cover
hole in
six,
that
cover
screen,
three,
and the
back.
defense ran right through it.
Watch, double mug. There are 6
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Categories.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Looking for room. It's Bob.
Entering play inside zone.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Trying to impose their will with the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
RPO, Pasla.
And you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Pirates come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Williams. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Purple Pirates.
Entering play call.
And just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Cover 6.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
You have 5 options.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Jones to throw. Fires to the big fella. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
There are 6 categories.
The Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one.
Coach suggests suggestions. There are 8 categories. You have 12 options. Corner strike is selected.
Motion from the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his tight end. Still on his feet at the 45. Taken out of bounds
Entering
after a good
red
pickup
off,
there. They're in
RP,
striking distance
red
at the
off,
37.
From gun.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, and let him do the rest.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Pirates in a good spot here with second and short. Fires to the right. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He now has 53 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Once again, finding nowhere to run against this defense. He's knocked down immediately. Line getting set on second down. Looking for a man. It's Lacy. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Grab near the marker is locked. That will be enough to move the chains and give him a first down in the red zone at the 14.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And back to the air on second down. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive, throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. On that last one, he was looking for number 3.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. And it's no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
Suggestions. There are 6 categories. Mike Sam, Cash, Slot Blitz, Slot Blitz free, Cover Doing, Slot Blitz free.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads it left. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
It's first and 10 from the 38-yard line. Jones wants to throw it. Quarterback just flat and missed it. Incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Uncorks one. Wide open downfield. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that play just never got started as he's run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, come out to second half now, trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Not much working there. It'll be second and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Working that left side now. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that first down mark. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like it starts with the offensive lineman being physical, having a nasty attitude, running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Jones to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. The Bearcats will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looks it in at the 40. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Looking for a gap. It's Love. On his feet at the 40. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground in this one, and now sets his sights on a 1,000-yard season. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making a play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
And now on second down for this offense.
Audible.
Back to pass. Makes the grab. Lots of running room. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Jailbreak. Wing tights.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? Got it behind the line. It's locked. Touchdown Pirates!
Entering play call.
A great catch and run for 6.
8 categories. You have 15 options. At
surgical. Precision passes.
Entering
Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying
the Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Jones wants to throw it. Fears the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A 3rd down and long situation coming up, they'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. On the move, it's locked.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every day. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
That's caught. It's locked. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Pirates come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
There are 8 categories.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Pirates can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Lacy. Quickly to the tight end. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, ECU. Made the grab and then did the rest. best himself, and they put
Entering
points on the
play
board.
call, coach suggestions.
The mantra
There
is
are 8
always
categories.
finish,
We
and they're
have
trying to
15
do that here in the
options.
regular
Academic
season with this
selected.
Week 12 performance.
Entering
And for a
play
quick
call,
update,
we
let's
have
go to
5
Kevin
options.
Connors in the
Kick off
studio.
left is
Boys, if
selected.
it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas Tech is currently ahead in this one. The Jones is just jam-packed today.
Entering
But the Scarlet and Black have struggled to really pull away. They're up by 10 over Wyoming. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and he lost it high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot
Entering
down
play
and
call,
an excellent
coach
throw,
suggestions.
too.
There are 6
After that huge
categories.
play, let's see if they can punctuate it. It's 1st and 10 from the 20. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. They pull him down
Entering
at the
play
17
call,
after a
coach
pickup of
suggestions.
3.
There are 6 categories.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Zings it complete to the right. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after
Entering
making the
play
grab, and they're
call,
set
coach
up.
suggestions. There
They've
are 6
really got this
categories.
offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line.
Entering
No
play call,
farther than that.
coach
No gain on the
suggestions.
play.
There are 6 categories.
Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win
Entering
this
play
one.
call, coach suggestions. There are 6 categories.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. The play action fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the
Entering
fumble,
play,
and they'll keep
cover
the
three-
ball.
Double, cover 3
Deep
Sky.
breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And that's incomplete. A
Entering
defender
play
all
call,
over him.
coach
Knocked the ball to the
suggestions.
ground.
There are
4th
6
down coming
categories.
up. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score.
Entering
And you
play
want a
call,
touchdown and
we
you
have
want to be
7
aggressive, but
options.
man, right
Fight for
down the
it.
middle, that
Entering
obviously
left is
gives me some
selected.
confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You
Entering
don't
play
put
call,
guys back
coach
deep that can't
suggestions. There are 8
roll. You can
categories.
see when
We
he got
have
in the open
15
field,
options.
he rolled
Advantage
out.
selected.
And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
Entering play call.
That's
we
the
have
kind of
5
play that
options.
energizes the
Kickoff
entire
left is
team.
selected.
96 yards, he took it back for the touchdown. And he'll just take him in.
Entering
This drive
play
will
call,
start at
coach
the 25.
suggestions. There
Here
are 6
comes the Cincinnati
categories.
offense back on the field. And to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse, they'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field,
Entering
stalled a
play
little bit
call,
once they got
coach
down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit
categories.
more crisp here, Doug.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Jones to throw. Got him him downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Here comes the offense on first down. Using his legs, it's Hart.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. And the Bearcats have this offense rolling. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
There are 6 categories.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll give it to the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The run from the shotgun. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats!
This is why you consistently run the football. Steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, and getting in for the long touchdown.
Give cushion.
Jones wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
Carolina, 35, Cincinnati, 19.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Just a short pass to the tight end. There he goes. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Speed up inside.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Picks up the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Entering play call.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. And the Pirates come to the line extended.
There are 8 categories.
They
You
put
have
another
15
one on the board
options
here in the
that can
fourth
just
quarter.
select
And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume
Entering
and
play
about to
call.
go to
You
10
have
and
5
1.
options.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the
Entering
blocking
play
was
call. Blitz
outstanding.
1.
The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work.
Spread.
Wide receiver going in motion. Jones to throw. Flips it out in the flat. There he goes. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the
Entering
36.
play call. Cover 9. Tempadu. Cover 4. Tempadu.
That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the second play of the drive from the 36. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between.
Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve's.
Touchdown, Purple Pirates! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it. And that's why they've been able to score so many points.
Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Fires to the big fella. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll move the wide receiver. Jones wants to throw it, using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Pulls it in at the 25. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in the groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that in a situation.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Return to HUD. Entering weekly event summary screen.